Both locally and nationally, cooking is the leading cause of fire. Nationally, it's a leading cause of fire injuries and causes 21% of all fire deaths. Ranges, stovetops, and frying are the leading causes of these fires. Now, when it comes to kitchen safety, the fire safety saying of, if it has heat, then 3 feet, certainly applies here. Anything that generates heat should be kept 3 feet away from anything that could ignite or burn. For example, here, the cooking oil, the safety mitt, the pot holder, the dish towels and rags, all should be kept 3 feet away from the stove. They all have ignition temperatures. They don't have to touch the heating element of the stove or come in contact with the flames. They just have to be heated to that ignition temperature and they'll ignite. Keep them 3 feet away from the stove. The stove has heat. So in addition to the fire safety saying of, if it has heat, then 3 feet, any item that can burn should also be stored not only 3 feet away from the stove, but also below the stove. Should you have a fire on your stove, the heat will spread sideways and upwards. Items that can burn, paper towels, paper plates, cooking oil, cooking grease, anything flammable, will only add to the flame spread and damages. So it has heat, keep it 3 feet away, but also keep it below the stove level. Now, when you're done cooking, make sure you remove all flammable items from your stove. This includes the cooking oil and cooking grease that you used. Remember, the stove has heat. Store it 3 feet away, but in a metal container and below the stove. This is like storing gasoline on your stove. It could add to the flame spread, or if you turn on the wrong burner, start a fire. So store 3 feet away from the stove in a metal container and below the stove. When dealing with cooking fires, frying is a leading concern. So when cooking, make sure you keep the lid or a cookie sheet nearby. Should you have a fire, these items can be used to shield yourself from the flames and slide over the burning frying pan to smother the fire and put the flames out. Be sure not to fan the flames. Simply place the item over the pan and smother the fire. Now, when it comes to kitchen safety, the best thing you can do for your family is to have a home fire extinguisher. Home fire extinguishers should be an ABC dry chemical fire extinguisher. You can purchase at most department stores and mount it at eye level by an exit where you can see it, quickly access it, and use it. Please don't store them in garages or closets and not in kitchen cabinets, oftentimes next to the stove that's on fire. If you have to use your home fire extinguisher, remember the acronym PASS. P-A-S-S. P, pull the pin. Aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep back and forth. You can start discharging your fire extinguisher up to 10 feet, but be careful not to get too close because it could flash back on you. Any fire you use a fire extinguisher on should be out or close to being out within 30 seconds. Squeeze the handle no more than 3 seconds at a time in short bursts to stay in control. Never turn your back on the fire because it could flare back. Now, your home ABC dry chemical fire extinguisher comes in all different kinds of shapes, sizes, and colors just to fit the decoration of your home. But they should be less than 5 years old. Inside the fire extinguisher is pressurized gas and powder. Never trust the dial to indicate if the fire extinguisher will work. The dial only indicates that the bottle is properly pressurized, but the powder itself could have caked over long periods of time and it won't work. If you have a fire extinguisher greater than 5 years old, it's a good time to take your teenagers out back, show them how to use it, or donate it to your local fire department. Never throw a pressurized bottle in the trash.
Ready?
And remember, never throw water on a cooking fire. Water and cooking oil and grease don't mix. It'll cause the fire to spread and get larger. And always remember, a watched pot never burns. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of cooking fire in the United States and locally. Fire doubles in size every 18 to 30 seconds, less time than it would take for you to use the restroom or to send a text. If you have to do these things, please turn your stove off, slide your pan to the burner that's cold. Not only is it a good habit, it sets a good example for the rest of your family. The Burton Fire District provides free fire extinguisher training for businesses and families. You can come to us, we can come to you, just so long as you learn how to use one. So a properly mounted home fire extinguisher, ABC dry chemical, that's less than 5 years old, and properly placed battery backup smoke alarms that are less than 10 years old are the cheapest and the best insurance policies you can have for your home. Contact the Burton Fire District today because we can help you with both and help you and your family be kitchen safe.